Before we begin this broadcast, I just want to tell you that due to time constraints, this broadcast has taken place the day beyond its supposed airing. So with it, Happy New Year! We hope that everything is going well. My name is Agatu, the First Maria, and welcome to the first edition of The State for the year 2024. It's been a long and tremendous journey during those past few weeks, but to kick off the new year, let's take a look at some of the topics to be discussed for this edition. The third Maria has announced her total departure from all socials to fully focus on her real-life experiences aiding in her recovery. We'll disclose it later along with a letter to her following this event. Sino Alice has officially shut down, but it's still far from over. As we count the days before the support system concludes this 29 March, let's take a look at what's next for the series. Twitch Korea will be shutting down this February. What will it mean for our Korean streamers and VTubers, and what we can do to support them moving forward? After many attempts at instigating the meta trend that was once unfolded by Morg Pie and Asian Bunny X, Twitch has ultimately decided to put this to rest. But what's next for the platform following the ordeal? And will their enforcement work in the long run as streamers try to circumvent the system once more? Let's take a look at what VStream has done during the course of this month as we introduce more features that will benefit all that will utilize this platform. And lastly, despite the news regarding the third Maria, the collective ushers on. Let's have a look at what's next for the Marias and other ventures by yours truly, the First Maria. After a long hiatus following her recovery, our third Maria, Hina Ojo, presently known as Hinaski and formerly as Susupoyotori, has announced that she's officially leaving socials behind for good. In her last statement obtained before her Discord server got deleted, she said that she has left social media for longer as time went by. She also said that she's now safe with her family in her hometown. She has thanked the Tunins for their undying support and love for Hina and the community during its days that the server was active. She ended the announcement with the quote, "I love you and our memories together." As one of the founding members of the Tunins when the server was at its infancy, on behalf of the council, I'm deeply grateful for all the support that the Tunins have given to the community and beyond the VTubing legacy as we put the story to a close. In response to the situation, I've published a letter which reads as follows. To our third Maria. It's been more than 2 years since I've been committed to making our dreams possible every step of the way, and all the while, we made lasting memories that will etch in our hearts forever. The first time I met you on socials, I was just about to start my career as a VTuber after learning about what had happened to Mikineko, formerly Uroharusia, last February. From the first time that you streamed, it was an exhilarating experience at hand. Every stream was memorable, and all the while, we have created a community unlike any other. Through your 3 debuts, I've learned about what makes you great, and what more possibilities could we possibly create for the future of VTubing. And despite all the circumstances, we braced through these with ease. 23 June 2023 saw an opportunity for us to foster 23 June 2022 saw an opportunity for us to foster our relationships with the community through meaningful experiences. I can still remember the day when I decided to take part that you said, "You being an overarching mod would be my dream." And I devoted my life to it after the deliberations, making sure that the community is safe against all odds. Through all that experience, we gained so much momentum, and we passed along our legacies and memories to the community as we went along. That alone made me convinced the future is bright for us. We braced through all the hurdles. face the consequences, all while holding each other tight. And through many of these, we meet new people that we can count on, communities that we can look forward to. It has been these wonderful years that I realized that every moment that we had together was fun. And I still carry on those memories whenever I do creative works or moderate other VTubers. It pursued me to do something I've not completely done and what I was supposed to do from the start since meeting out. Or apologies. I've not com- It pursued me to do something I've not completely done and what I was supposed to do from the start since meeting you. 27 December 2022, and it has arrived. With a bit of dedication on my side, I decided to make a handwritten illust that will uphold our hearts into one collective that strives to recognize the importance of universality at its core. Who would have thought that a simple artwork could create such new memories together, right? But life isn't that sweet at the end of the day, however. I've seen you struggle to find your common ground, but all the while, I continue to support you with everything that I can. Sending you comforting messages, publishing whips, or work in progresses. It has been an experience unlike any other. But now, we're here. After many trials and tribulations, it's time to put everything to rest for good. I know it has been a painful experience, even for me, but I know that deep inside, there's still a part of us that is willing to do whatever it takes to make everyone proud in our own ways. Living a new life out of the previous will be hard, but I know that we can do it as long as our hearts are bound together, set in stone for generations. There will be some trouble ahead of you, but just know that with every struggle comes relief. With every step of the way, we found our common ground, and when one story ends, another one begins. I hope that you found peace in your heart and mind as you continue recovery further. Things will be hard, but I'm sure that your efforts will be rewarded. It may take a while to get used to the new life, but I'm in the mood to say that it's all gonna be worth it in the end. I'm sure of it. But for now, I would like to thank you, personally, for all the memories that we made and cherished. We may leave most of it behind. Our most precious one will be in our hearts beyond time. We know that we will meet each other again when the time comes after every single thing has all settled down. Who knows when that will happen? Maybe years or decades. But hey, it's a possibility. But I'd also like to sincerely thank you for what you've done to the community. Your dedication to do something great is something that I've been catered to since meeting you and becoming a VTuber. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I won't let pass, let alone miss out on it. It's the legacy that we made together, and I'm now glad to hold it dearly in my heart for future generations. To this, I formally close this letter with the following. I'm glad I finally found my resolve and my desire to keep going in my life, thanks to you. I'm sincerely thankful to be sharing these memories with you. And lastly, I'm truly honored to become the Agatu that I am right now, thanks to your care. I am truly grateful to have always regarded you as the third Maria. You will always be in our hearts forever. If you want to read the letter yourself, go to vtresmarias.github.io/letter. So, what are your memories of our dearest Ojo-sama as she leaves the castle to reside in a safer place far, far away? Let us know in the comments. Shino officially came to a close last 15 January at lunchtime JST, putting an end to the story that was once a never-ending nightmare. But the tale is not yet over. When one story ends, another one begins. Thus, the guys at Square Enix and Pokélabo have prepared a special parting gift for the fans of the 6-year, 7-month series. They unveiled this during the final management broadcast last 24 January. Let's check it out.
あなたの絶望とは。上も下も右も左もない。あらゆる場所は本で埋め尽くされている。この世界の名はライブラリー。何ここ。何なんですか。ふざけるな。何ですか。いい加減にして。そこをどきな。もうここから出して。どうしてこんなひどいことに。待ってて。あなたには伝えたいこともある。それは僕のセリフです。ここは私たちで食い止める。私がわからないで。は持たない。しかも分かってくれる人はいる。あなたたちなんかに何が分かるの。お前らじゃない。ここにいるよ。迎えに来たよ。やめて。大丈夫。あなたは大丈夫だよ。
The movie is set to release on 23 February. For the full details, visit shinoalis.jp/movie. In addition, refund requests regarding Twilight Crystals are still open until 24 March at lunchtime JST. However, upon reaching that deadline, the support system is closed, marking the true end of the series. But the memories will never falter no matter the circumstances. What you're seeing right now is an alternative version of Snow White, one of the prominent characters from the series. I made this droid for a friend and a founding colleague at #MamaNasWhat who have been devoted to the game since its launch on Global Edition. To our VTubers and friends playing this game, what are your thoughts about it? Or what are your experiences with it? Let us know in the comments. 27 February will mark as a dark period for our fellow streamers and VTubers, as Twitch stipulates its exit from South Korea. According to Dan Clancy, this is a very difficult and disappointing decision their team had to make since the network and operating costs in the country are higher than others. According to Reuters, dated 6 December 2023, the South Korea's Ministry of Science and ICT Information and Communications Technology expressed that the usage fees were reviewed as a comprehensive matter requiring consideration of sustainable development of the network, content industry, and convenience. The ministry, however, did not comment on Twitch's exit. It's also reported that the platform laid off 400 of its employees due to lack of its user and revenue growth. On par with this, some platforms have welcomed our fellow Korean streamers and VTubers as they begin their migration from Twitch. Here at VStream, the V team has made their Korean X account to let them know of any updates from the platform, localized to suit their needs. In a statement dated 9 December 2023, they will provide partnership support for Korean Twitch partners who were affected by the exit. So far, there have been a number of Korean VTubers utilizing the platform as we speak, with more expected to make their mark on the platform. But that begs the question: what can you do to help our fellow streamers and VTubers in Korea that are affected by this change? Let us know in the comments. Apologies for the interruption. Moving on. After much of an ordeal regarding the controversial attire policies because of the meta trend, thanks to Morg Pie and Asian Bunny X and many others, Twitch has decided to put the lid on this whole conundrum. If you haven't caught up with what was happening under the hood, we have covered them in our 15 December 2023 special report and our December 2023 edition. But to recap, Twitch partner and OnlyFans model Morg Pie has popularized the meta trend, showcasing a female or female-presenting streamer allegedly with no clothes on, but upon closer look, it has appeared that the streamer is clothed, only that it showed cleavage to some degree. In addition, the streamer had to be close to the camera enough to misinterpret that they are somewhat naked. In an interview with Dixerto, she had asserted that she wore clothes during the stream, but upon closer look, the attire may be interpreted as something that somewhat excessively shows cleavage. She also credited Asian Bunny X, whom she claimed was the one who actually started the trend in the first place. Due to this, many streamers and VTubers stepped in, including the likes of Mochi VT and Leia Kitties, among those reported by false ID. Some of the VTubers were bonked by Twitch, though, like L_XOX, who was banned for such. And as a result of the debate, Twitch has stipulated at first about allowing such content given that such are properly labeled. They have also implemented some changes, including exposure of fictionalized female-presenting breasts and buttocks, body writing, and erotic dances. However, parts of the implementations are only to be used during art streams, where artists use such as a base for their final product, as some reported to have been banned due to only drawing references that highlight naked figures. To add fuel to the fire, Twitch partner Marina VT has inadvertently created chaos on this ordeal by not only announcing on her deleted post dated 14 December 2023 about celebrating degeneracy, but also showcasing full-on nudity, despite proper labels, of her artworks, a nude PNG, and her using it in full, adhering to Morg Pie's meta. This has caused Twitch to backfire and undo those changes, giving Marina VT a 24-hour ban. On our December 2023 edition, we covered her apologies, situating the fact that Glide Energy has pulled out of her sponsorship slate alongside her significant other, Fenze. But it gets even worse, this time with Fire Dancer applying censor bars on stream. Amaranth took it further by making censor bars real. With all of the debacle, it took Twitch some time to grasp over the situation, and by 3 January, they have decided to put the lid on the ordeal. In a statement by Angela Hestian, the updated attire policy was effected immediately and constitute the following. Partial or full nudity are prohibited, including implications of such by applying censor bars. Nipples and underbust must be covered. Cleavage is a-okay as long as the requirements are met, and it's clear that the streamer is wearing clothing. All streamers must cover the areas from the hips to the buttocks. For the full statement, the following URL is below. An open letter to streamers can also be found that discusses the situation over at VTresMarias.github.io/openletter. Will the streamers still circumvent these new rules, or is the meta trend really put to rest? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And now, it's time for VStream monthly updates, where we cover major updates from our platform for everyone to get their hands on. Let's take a look at the following for this month. As of version 1.152.0, PPV, pay-per-view, has been released. This feature allows for large organizations and streamers to recoup their investment by introducing a ticket model that requires viewers to buy before attending the event. This is a level 4 feature, so someone will be using it very soon. as of version 1.154.0, RSVPing has been fixed. I initially reported on this bug last 8 January where it returned an error 404 when attempting to RSVP an upcoming livestream. And as of 30 January, the hashtag system has entered beta. It was unveiled the day before, giving uniqueness to a streamer's content. In order to own the first hashtag, ensure that you opt in to beta features and your channel has attained level 1. Also, Sam Henderson, aka Shendo, has left VStream with multiple contributions in his belt, reshaping the platform to what it is today. On behalf of the Marias, we thank you for your commitment to making the platform as awesome as it can be. For updates and to check in with the community, you can join their Discord at discord.gg/VStream. And finally, we've come to the finale of this program, where we discuss the future of the Marias following the third Maria's exit from socials. But despite all that, her spirit will forever be with us as we usher forward to a brighter future. As the first Maria, I'm excited to announce the following ventures. We've come this far to finish the story that has reshaped the first Maria to what she was today. And along with it, we'll be debuting the newest illust that has been in the works since. This is my way of thanking the Marias for their hard work throughout and behind the scenes as we live our lives the way we want to. You'll be expecting to see the delayed debut of the first anniversary illust on Valentine's Day of February, a full year after the digitization attempt, what appeared on paper. Default stream overlays were also given a huge redesign following the anniversary. You have already seen this during the first Maria's VODs, excluding the state and writing streams, but we'll expect more to come soon. And to finally close the previous chapter and move on to the next, the Luna will descend from the sanctum soon. That's right, as we expand our core values to more VTubers, it's finally high time to consolidate them and give them a home where they value themselves and everyone around them. A place where they can be truly what they want to be, as long as they're not looking down on others. We'll disclose all the details on the February edition. Before we close this monthly chapter, I would like to personally thank our folks over at CNN Philippines for their 9 years of trusting the Filipinos with the news since its launch on 16 March 2015 as a replacement to 9TV. I have known some of the newscasters during their time at the company when it was still at its prime, including the likes of Pia Ontiveros Pagkalinawan and Hilary Isaac. It has unceremoniously closed down its operations, including the simultaneous deactivation of their online platforms last 10 p.m. I'll be posting the ceremonial tribute to this news in the form of a sign-on and signed-off spiels over at La Luna, so go check it out on youtube.com/@themoon_follow. It has been a tremendous month and it has just begun. Many of the experiences have been brought to light, but there's still more to it than we have ever imagined. Moreover, many developments regarding VTubers and beyond are still ongoing, so we have to keep it light for the sake of factualizing our sources first, before coming up with a concrete conclusion. But let's take a look at the comments to hear your thoughts, assuming we have any. And with it, let's conclude the January edition of the State of the VTuber Community. We have many more months to go through, but we'll get through it with a smile on our faces and an uplift in our spirits. On behalf of the Marias, this has been Akatsu, and see you in the next edition.